like about like a quarter to 12 in England.
Yep. What's going on, everybody? It's Dark Strider and Lady Strider. We're just playing some Assassin's Creed Shadows live. Gonna be talking to you guys, seeing what you guys think of the game, and a bunch of other things. Tomorrow we got that update that's coming out. That's gonna be kind of wild.
I know that is a preemptive strike from Ubisoft, or are they, you know,
Uh, just every once in a while they do what do you call it? They'll just drop patches and stuff like that. So it might not have been that there was like big problems or anything like that, but they still, like they'll do the patch. So it's a small patch. It's not going to have a whole lot in it, but from what it does have, it's going to have some things that are going to be beneficial, like like a higher frame rate in the town. It's going to be what do you call it? Kind of a lot better with the photo mode because photo mode is
well, that means you can take selfies with the people that you about to assassinate. So that would be funny.
yeah. I mean, you could always do that, but the thing is that like
Uplift.
the reason that they do that is that what do you call it? There was a problem where like you had like this line that you could follow to help you get certain places, and for some reason, like you could see that in the photo mode, which was kind of silly.
Okay.
So they're changing that up.
No, excuse me. I need to take a photo for my collection before I assassinate you.
Could you
So,
imagine?
exactly. I just need to like, put this in my photo book.
Right? My photo of assassinations.
Exactly. Well, you're number 5052. Can you just pose yourself really like over this banister? Just make it look more dramatic.
I mean, it looks really wild the way that they did photo mode in Stellar Blade. So I could only imagine them doing something crazy with this.
Well, photo mode in Stellar Blade, like that's just. Of course, they did photo mode in that game. Just because of the nice outfits.
Uh huh. They got all the outfits. I mean, they got all the outfits here too.
Well, sure, but it's not as. You don't really care about
It's
the
not as
outfit.
revealing.
Exactly. People don't really care about the outfit changes in the Assassin's Creed. Stellar Blade, that shit.
Yeah, because it looks normal.
It's all about
I can't let them see me.
the.
See, like a photo mode as I'm assassinated.
So why would you need this
You
as a
know,
gamer, to be honest?
sometimes like it's just cool, like looking at the kills and stuff like that. Sometimes like if you're gonna do a thumbnail, if you're like a YouTuber or
Like
whatever,
that dude
like
looked like he sneezed in his hand, like he was trying to catch
he does, he
his.
sneezed blood.
Well, yeah, like oh,
Exactly. He really does not look good.
no,
He's not making that. He does not look happy.
no. That dude looked like he had a bat.
He did.
Oh,
It's a big spiked bat.
oh, I was like, what? There's no baseball in futile Japan.
There might have been.
It could have been.
So yeah, see, you could just photo mode it. But there's a. Let me see. I turn the Pathfinder on, and when you turn Pathfinder on, like it actually will record the actual path as well, which really does suck. You know, it messes up the shot because you have this line clearly should not be there. It's there.
Oh, is that kind of It's like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
See, you do all kinds of stuff.
That's
there.
pretty cool, but
Yeah.
like when you take the photo, like where does that go? Like you just show your homies, like listen, this is the to the face this dude got. You want to see it's pretty sick.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, some people send stuff like that all the time.
Like this is your face.
Yeah, exactly. They'll do stuff like that. It's pretty wild. But they'll do other things with it as well. Like I said, it's good for thumbnails. You could actually
That I can
see.
see, but
You could actually see on the screen on the map pictures of like photos that you took, that friends took.
Oh, didn't they have that in Valhalla? Like some people would, but like put like markers.
Yeah, the same
Uh,
thing with not just Valhalla. They did it with
well, you mostly talked about it that I can remember
yeah.
in
See,
Valhalla
here's one that I had.
because like y'all were trying to figure out what like those
The Odin runes.
yes, like what it meant, and it was like this whole thing. Like I think that took on a life of itself, which was pretty cool. But I don't think Ubisoft really didn't go wrong with that, did they? They just like
No, they did some of it. You see, now there's the Pathfinder. I could follow this line.
see, somebody like me, I'd be like, wait, I'm short.
Yeah, but like basically, like that line stays there. It doesn't move until I move.
But it tells you where to go.
Yeah, but when you did this in photo mode, now in photo mode they're gonna take that out so you don't see the line.
Okay, well then that works.
Yeah.
I needed this last night because I was just like wandering around like, where are the bad guys?
Well, it takes you to like your closest marker, not to like the bad guys. So.
Oh, well, whatever your closest mission is, but that still is helpful, I think.
Mhm.
Because I don't really play these things too often. So
Yeah, it is
get
pretty
confused.
helpful.
Like, didn't I just pass this wagon before? Oh hey, weird horsey.
Mm-hmm. So now you can just ride, because a lot of the things, one of the biggest reasons that they have this is because, like, as you're playing and whatnot, it's really hard to traverse through Japan. It's not like in Ghost of Tsushima where you could just, like, you know, walk everywhere or whatnot. Like this, you can't go through certain patches of, like, you know, trees or something. You can't climb everything.
Is that the explanation why you can't, like, you couldn't do anything last night? You couldn't go up things or go down things because of that?
Yeah, they took that out, so you can't even do like the insane jumps and everything like you do in all the other games. So, you know, they did that, you know, for like the difficulty to make you play a little longer and stuff. You know, it's kind of interesting. But tomorrow's patch is supposed to fix that. It's supposed to fix the frame rate in the town. Couple of other little bugs here and there that they'll, you know, like fix, that they'll alter. Which, again, not bad, you know, it'll help out.
I mean, I have to say, you really have not complained, again, about a lot of the... You really haven't had too many glitches so far.
No, I haven't seen a lot of things that, like, you know, look messy or have problems or anything like that, so I'm pretty blown away, honestly.
What number game is this within the franchise of Assassin's Creed?
This has got to be, I mean, not the direct lines. It was probably like the 10th or the 12th game directly, but if we're talking like how many games are in the series, it's got to be like the 20th or something.
So in the entire series, it took number 20 for them not to be as buggy.
Well, no, because they were always buggy, but I think that this one, that's why it got delayed twice. They wanted to make sure they got it right. They really did. And a lot of people thought that was a bad sign because sometimes it is. But, you know, we haven't seen any Valhalla style errors or anything like that. Slick even said that he's just nervous about the Valhalla curse because they would go to fix something, they would put a patch.
And it would inadvertently wreck something else into the patch?
Yes. Yep. It would wreck something else completely. So you fix the one thing and then you broke 8 other things.
Why not?
Yeah, so hopefully, like, we don't see that again. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. But we'll see. Like, as soon as the patch goes live tomorrow, I'll, you know, like, load it up. I'll load it up on the PC and the PS5, and I'll take a look at it. I'll see, you know, like, what it does, what it's got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I'll look to see if there's any breaks in the system, and I'll also look to see if there's any extras that they put in. Because sometimes when they do these patches, they actually add a couple of extra things as well.
Well, no, with like Easter eggs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll do stuff like that, you know, like, or they'll fix something you didn't even know was broken. Sometimes they add a bunch of extra stuff. You know, they'll add like a new animation to something. It all depends. It all depends.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. They've been good so far. And I gotta say that, you know, like, I've been happy with the results of it, not like that Star Wars game. That Star Wars game was absolute trash.
Which one?
The Outlaws. The one that Ubisoft
Oh
did.
my god, you were just like, what's with the puzzles?
Yeah.
Is that the one with the god awful puzzles?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the only thing that you liked was her little friend thing, that little
Yeah, the
creature.
little thing that followed you around.
Yeah. You're like the rest of it. You're like, no.
Yeah, they even had like a Lando Calrissian DLC, and I'm like, listen, when I don't want to see Billy D. Williams, that's a problem. You lost me, man. That's messed up. That's like my childhood right there, like all those old characters and stuff like that. And I have no desire.
You're like, I don't care what you did.
Exactly.
Pirate. I don't care.
Now, you know, like they say that they fixed it. A lot of people say that, you know, it's much better. So maybe I'll give it another shot. But like right now, I'm not looking forward to it.
I think we need to bring a third Cal Cactus installment.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will, but that's EA. That's an entirely different company.
Oh, my
But
bad.
I'm sure that they'll
Wait, who
make
did
it.
the ones? Oh, Ubisoft did this.
Ubisoft
Outlaws?
Ubisoft did the Outlaws
Oh,
game.
well, let EA do it, dude. No.
Yeah, people get mad at EA
You
too
tried,
because of
it
EA.
didn't work out, it wasn't so nice. E for effort, but no.
I think that what they were trying to do was, and it just made me crazy because it was a lot like Assassin's Creed. I understand that not every game is going to be a Jedi game, you know.
No, but you can make it still within the realm of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And like the scope that entails, even though like it's now branching off and doing all of the things. That's just as long as Dave Filoni and that other dude happy.
Yeah.
As long as they got their hands in it and they kick Kathleen Kennedy to the curb like bad trash, then I think we have a hope for all the Star Wars things.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm hoping to see like more Star Wars franchises, and they could have followed like a lot of what went down there. And see, look, I'm stuck in this tree, so hopefully they fix that.
Do you need the fire department?
No,
Oh.
I need them to fix their damn game.
Oh.
with this tree business. But again, it's not been so bad that like it's unplayable. It's
Okay.
just kind of annoying,
Well, I mean,
you know.
if that's the most that you've complained about this,
Mm-hmm.
I think they really should put pat themselves on the back, because since I've known you, like there's always been an honest critique of whatever I see you play concerning this franchise. But man, Valhalla just took the cake. The only thing that was cool, that was Ghost of Tsushima. No. The only thing that was cool in Valhalla was that dude from the Prodigy being in there,
Oh yeah.
and then you petting the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I was like, isn't that the guy from Prodigy?
Yeah, they even did the thing, smack my bishop instead of smack my bitch up.
That was clever.
Yeah, that was
I
really
appreciate
clever.
the pun.
Yeah,
of
they
that.
do good things like that. You know, like they some of that stuff is funny.
To me, that was cool. I
Like
was
the Viking that had the axe stuck in his head, that was pretty funny. But a lot of the game, number one, what ruins these games is like a lot of the writing. Sometimes it's, you know, like the programming, definitely. If it's not programmed properly, if it's not coded correctly, you know, you're not gonna enjoy the game. So,
they should have like an echo button. Echo.
that would have been awesome.
Hey.
You could just yell. Well, they do have the, you know, like the leap of faith, and when you land, you hear the eagles screeching.
Well, but no, you should be like, hey, I'm coming for that butt.
Mm-hmm. That would have been cool.
Or in Japanese, whatever, whatever. Come get you.
I'm telling you, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm actually enjoying the game. I'm actually enjoying running around. Now I'm doing the exploring. You know, still doing playthroughs that are, you know, not revealing and stuff like that.
No,
you know?
because no one likes spoilers.
No.
Like, I try not to spoil things for people, because I know, like, then you, like, you're not, like, it's kind of going in and looking to see what you got for Christmas as a kid. Like you snuck and you saw everything. And then you have to like fake it out Christmas morning that you're surprised. I did that one time and I stopped looking. I was I was a teenager in high school when that happened. And I was like, you know what? That just took. Yeah, I was like a teenager and older and knew that Santa didn't. There was that issue. I don't want to see spoiler. But it just ruined it. And I just from that point on I decided not just to be surprised because then you're genuinely surprised, like whether it's a good one or a bad one, you're genuinely surprised. So sometimes spoilers are just not good because it's the anticipation of it, like oh what you're like oh my god, like what happens in like TV series and stuff like that. So I want to share my excitement when I talk to people about like things that we've watched that are so awesome. And I don't want to give it away. I'm like, are you gonna watch it? Because I just want to tell you what happens. They tell me, I'm like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. But yeah, man, like spoilers are not good. So I thought it was cool that y'all let me come in here because I had fun, and I thought it was especially hilarious when I didn't do the camera angles right. But because that was actually the first time I even attempted to play it.
Yeah, we should get you playing it more often.
Oh God, no.
Why not?
Because it's embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's not embarrassing.
Like I'm just a Super Mario. Okay.
Yeah, I mean you gotta branch out.
Can. Like yeah, but those are my comfort games.
You gotta branch out. You gotta play other stuff. I mean, it's not like we got you playing Doom or anything like that. Like that's gonna be quite a battle for you, literally. If you're playing Doom.
I can't do this though. I cannot like play first person shit. Like my depth perception or whatever. It just like I am not good at any of that stuff. It just I get dizzy. I get nauseous. It is. What did you say? I'm more.
No,
better on platforming games.
Believe it or not, there's a bunch of people that cannot play FPS games like that.
I cannot. Poor Nicole, her 99 kills with Star Wars Battlefront.
I'm telling you, stuff like that. Like if people like when
and
it comes
to the tutorial was even more embarrassing.
Was it?
Yes,
you didn't
I was fighting.
You.
It was so bad. You have to ask Nicole. It was horrible. It was so bad. Because she's like, no, maybe this will help you. I couldn't even get the hang in the tutorial. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it was bad.
Well, you're going to have to practice with some tutorials then because that's pretty wild. No, Doom itself, though, I think would be hard. I know a lot of people, they can't do the FPS with Doom because, like, it affects them,
Yeah. No.
And so you're not alone there. But I don't know, like games like this are a little bit easier. They do have side-scrolling platform Assassin's Creeds. Maybe you should play those.
What do you mean by side-scrolling?
They had like it's like a platform. It's like playing an old Mario game.
Oh.
But it's Assassin's Creed.
All right. I mean, I take a stab at it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
There was definitely a pun intended there.
Take a stab.
Exactly. But yeah, they have games like that. They got 3 of them. They got one, it's China, where it has the girl Xiao Jun from the end of Ezio's life that we saw.
Yep.
And then they also have one in Russia, and they have one in India. So there's 3 different stories. They're not going to be as long as the Assassin's Creed games here. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as long, but it will take you some time to like play through them.
Oh, okay.
And then they do have like cutscenes and stuff.
I don't know how anybody would be able to sit on that. I'd fall off of it so bad, or it would get impaled up my booty cheek.
Where these are trained ninja, trained assassins.
Hey, they're human though. What if they like step the wrong way and be like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that has happened. I'm pretty sure that's
like
happened.
to see that maybe it was, but that's what made me kind of giggle about Yasuke not being able to do the leap of faith because that's very human-y. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not very assassin. So it was just, I thought that was kind of
yeah,
cool.
He's a samurai, he's got that heavy armor, he ain't going nowhere.
So, you think everybody's going to do the leap of faith, but No, I just think that was kind of yeah, so it's not all within the scope of some people's abilities.
This is true. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Whoever thought of that is a genius.
To be honest, yeah, I think that's a good thing that they decided to put in there, that it wouldn't all be the same. Because sometimes you just gotta switch up.
Yeah, I love that he says crazy stuff too, like when it happens.
That's even better.
Yeah.
I just like that you knocked that dude's helmet clean off his head.
Yep. It had to go.
That does not match
It had to go. Just like all these other people have to go. They have to get stabby.
All stabbies.
A lot of stabbies.
Get unalived.
There we go. Oh, that dude did a twirl and everything, and then he did a. He
He's
did.
an important person because of his outfit.
He is. That's one of the dice shows. That's one of the big bosses in this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you got it right. Look, his helmet came off too. That is. They have like an armor bar and stuff like that. That's something new. That's something they've never done before.
Armor bar to take off, like that's how much how much armor they have off.
Yeah, how much armor they have on.
Oh,
How armored they are and stuff like that. Like an extra health bar makes them a little bit harder to kill, but it's also kind of interesting because that's something, like I said, they've never done before. You've always played these games, and they always have like armor and stuff like that, and sometimes you still just take them out one shot or whatever. But something like that is pretty wild because you actually have to work for it. And they're a little bit.
That's what the point is, that you want people to have a steady stream of engagement so they constantly come back. So you don't want to make it too easy where you're like, oh, those people speedrun it.
Yeah. Well, like Elden Ring, like the first time Nuva Ring, they did the thing, somebody did a cheat where they get knocked from like when they first turn on the game, and then all of a sudden you're at the final boss.
Did they ever find out who Solo is?
Who,
Let me
what?
solo her.
Oh, no, I don't think they've ever found out who Let Me
I
Solo
kind of
is.
like that they don't know.
Yeah.
I think that should be just left like Elden Ring lore. To be
It
honest.
is. It's very lore-centric and
Like,
stuff like that.
That's so we're talking about spoilers. So don't spoil that, because that's what like goes on from like generation to generation. It's back in the 2020s.
Centuries ago, I played Elden Ring. And there was one warrior, the greatest warrior. And all of Elden Ring. Let me solo. This silly man or woman wearing just a pot on his head,
And
a
diaper
diaper.
was his weapon of choice.
That would be actually kind
He
of cool.
was that badass, where he did not need anything but his hat and his diaper.
That's it. Came out in a damn diaper.
That dude was fucking killing it, literally.
It was like they had him up here like so many times. He did so many things, and he literally could solo her. Like other people will, like bring all these spirits and everything, like those little things you watch on Instagram. That
Oh, that
That's
stuff
the-
is hilarious.
yeah, so like he would come out without doing any of those things, without any of the spirits or anything like that. He would
Oh,
literally.
those things are supposed to help you?
Yeah, you could summon
Oh.
them. If you find them, you could summon them, and they're like guardians. They like help you out.
No, okay.
And he would do it literally solo.
I got this.
He would.
Hold my purse.
That's it. He would get in there. He would mess these people up.
Or his spare diaper.
He would mess he would mess up the bosses and everything. And nobody, and he was pretty good. I was pretty shocked. Like
That's
when I
awesome.
Yeah.
Let that person have their anonymity
exactly.
and like just leave it, because then like if they make like a whatever, aren't they doing a sequel to Elden Ring?
Oh, I don't know if they'll do a direct sequel. I know they're doing a lot of DLCs. Yeah,
Well, you really enjoyed this one too.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't beat it 4 times like Donkey did.
How did you beat it? Sorry.
I think I beat it maybe twice. He beat it. He beat it like 4.5 times.
Was each time faster than the next, or not?
I see that I don't know. For me, it wasn't. For me, it was pretty much the same gameplay. But again, like I always am exploring, even in this game. Like, you know, I've almost explored everything in this game, but I still keep doing it just because that's how I am. It took me like a while to beat the game, but
But it wasn't that long.
no, it wasn't that long. It was like maybe like a week. But you know, like I just love exploring though in these kind of games. And everybody always tells me, "Oh man, I'm further than you. I'm over here," and I'm like, "Okay, that's good. I'm exploring."
But you missed like over here, this thing over there.
Yeah, yeah. This secret over here, this super weapon that like gives you like a gabillion power or something, and people are like, "What? Where'd that come from?" That's why, like, when I start doing the build videos, like I keep looking for everything so that I want everything so that way I could do the build videos and they'll just be wild. Look at this guy sleeping. He's got disease over his head.
Oh,
And then he just woke up and
snap.
died.
This will never end.
Exactly. He's like, wait, what's going on? Oh, damn.
It wasn't a dream.
Yeah, when I start doing the build videos, like like I'm gonna have all the gear, so like I'm gonna be able to, like really hook people up, and then I'm gonna show them, like where you could find the gear, and I'll start with like low level gear so that people know where to get it, where to find it, what to do with it. I found so much gear. I found a tool that, like, as long as you don't have any legendary gear, it just makes you a powerhouse.
Oh.
Like, you just absolutely murder everything.
Now, have you... This is probably a really stupid question. You've gotten every single gear in every single Assassin's Creed game.
Not every single gear in every single Assassin's Creed game. I mean, Valhalla, I still don't have all the gear. But, like, it's really annoying to get it. Odyssey, I did.
Okay.
And like, with those, I mean, we were making builds with that, and those builds were phenomenal. I had, like, a build where, number one, I really am not into, like, the whole archery thing.
Okay.
But I had to, whoa, did you see that?
No, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. Like, the game just kind of glitched out. Like, it...
Did it chuck you up on the roof?
No, it didn't chuck me up on the roof. I have yet to be yeeted.
I was just going to ask you that, too.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you
I
got
have.
yeeted.
I have yet to be yeeted. Somebody had come into the live stream one day and said that they got yeeted. I think it might have been Garrett. He came in and he said he got yeeted, but I was so mad. I was like, man, I want to yeet. I need to yeet. Yeah, like the builds, like I was saying, like with Odyssey, I'm not partial to like, like arrows. I like to like get in your face and murder you and stuff like
You
that.
want to be real personal about that.
Exactly. I want you to know who killed you and why. I want you to feel the love. Exactly. So
Kiss of death.
exactly. But this game, like Odyssey, I found a way to do like 10 million plus damage. Like, the damage was so disgusting. Like, I could one-shot anything in the game, including those like minotaurs and stuff like that. And,
Yeah. I would probably class my outfits just to like be ridiculous, kind of like that hot in the diaper kind of thing.
No,
Like,
well, you could do what's called transmog, where like if you like a certain look, but the outfit really works, you could change the look of the outfit.
yeah, but you walk.
So it'll be like if this had a special ability, but I wanted to be in like a diaper and a helmet, I could change it. I could transmog it so that it looks like I'm wearing a diaper and a helmet, but in actuality, I'm wearing this outfit.
Oh,
That's what transmog is.
okay.
And that a lot of people were actually asking about that. They were asking if it did have transmog, which it does. Because some people, they don't like the look of certain gear, but they like what it does.
But it provides. I'm
Yeah.
like the same way. I'd be like, this is ugly, but this is like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This gives me like 10 million points just for shoving my boot in your face.
Exactly.
So yeah, but like they're just ugly to look at.
Yeah, so that's, you could transmog
It's
it.
not fashionable and functionable. It's just functionable.
No, that's like you and Siri, if you were playing this game, you guys would probably make sure you get like a whole bunch of outfits that work for you, that look good.
Of course. We gotta
So
be fashionable assassins.
exactly. So you could have your fashion, but you could, like what the heck? There's a
something
dog
I
in
will
here.
cut you to
Oh, that's a
pieces.
dog!
Hold on, I got a bad guy. I got to pet first.
Have him first.
There we go.
And then go find his dog.
Hey,
Oh, he's right there! Hey, puppy!
gotta put this
I'll
sword
be
away.
sore tomorrow.
She said I'll be sore tomorrow. It won't let me pet the. Oh, there we go.
Oh, oh,
Wait, I can pet it.
pet it. Pet it.
Where are you? Come on.
Don't let it sniff your butt.
I'm trying to get him to.
That's a chow. A chow chow. But yeah, it was
There we
there
go.
and you
Pet
had
it.
Pet the puppy!
My
Oh,
day
this is my
just
favorite
got
part.
better.
My day just got better, she said.
Yes, because you're petting the puppy.
See, look, I could actually take a picture of petting the puppy.
Aw.
There we go. Take a
See,
photo.
that's what I liked about like Valhalla is you can pet the puppy. And he's such a cute puppy.
Yeah.
Hey, pups.
Ghost of Tsushima, you could pet the
The fox.
foxes.
I told you, I was like, pet the fox. Pet it. You're like, I don't think I can. And you were like, oh shit, I can pet the fox. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You
Um,
can cuss.
You said I couldn't.
No, you could cuss. You can't sing. That's it. Not that you can't sing, but like they'll
No,
DMCA slap me.
Oh, yeah, I don't want any strikes.
Word.
But, yeah, no, that was like, I was like, no, pet it, pet it. And you're like, I can't. I'm like, yes, you can. And you're able to pet it. That was like so cool.
Hmm. In Mirage, you could pet the cats, and if you find the assassin cat, it gives you a whole bunch of stuff.
Get out. There's an assassin cat.
Yeah, there's a cat that has like the Assassin Creed symbol on its face.
Oh, does everybody know about Kratos?
Yes,
Our cat?
yes, they know about Kratos. They know about him looking like the cat from Monster Hunter that I
Oh,
designed.
and he had a hat on his head, just like your
Character from the game.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because my son, when he first got him, he put like that hat on his head, and as soon as you showed that to me, I was like, no lie, Moo has a picture of him with this Kratos. So Kratos is my grand cat,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's a white and gray cat. And my son named him Kratos, which I think is fabulous because I wouldn't have thought of that. Because
No,
he
God of
also
War.
likes to play video games and things, and so we named him Kratos.
Oh my God! Now that you say that, I actually do have to play.
Yes, isn't that coming out soon?
No, but God of War, they just dropped something on the same day that Shadows came out, and they got like a
Slacker.
bonus thing. Yeah, I am slacking.
Oh,
I'm slacking in my gaming responsibilities.
tisk tisk.
Gotta look into that.
Yeah, there's that also was a good video game.
Hmm.
So they have obviously they have somebody different voicing Kratos.
Well, no, it's the same guy that voices Kratos. It's still that judge guy.
Yeah, but I thought he was going on to do other things, and then somebody else was doing Kratos' voice.
Oh, that I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but
Oh, I could have sworn you said
I'll
it.
cut
I
you
know,
in half.
I know the other guy, the guy from Living Single, the not the tall dumb guy, the other guy. He was the original voice of Kratos.
Kyle.
Yeah,
I don't know the actor's name, so sorry.
yeah, me neither.
Referring to the character.
But he was the original Kratos voice apparently.
Because he did have a deep voice, and he was like, oh, like, always on this stuff and all.
Yeah,
But I
And-
live in Brooklyn.
and he voices the original Kratos. So like little interesting things here and there about these video games. I
Always
love
a
that.
Fun fact.
Uh-huh. It's always fun when you find out like who actually like was the actor, the actress, the stop motion capture person,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like Ghost of Yatai has a little bit of controversy because apparently the mocap actress, she is, I guess, some sort of activist, and a lot of people were just, like angry about like her activism, which I don't care as long as, she's not doing anything illegal, she's not burning cars or anything like that. Like, I don't care, but some people were a little angry at her activism, and then they think that she should not be in the game, and I don't care if as long as she does the character well and is convincing and really gives me a solid story and everything. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I don't care what she does in her personal life, you know.
No.
Some people I think are a little. See, look, it did it again. That was weird. Still no ya yeet. I feel like it wanted to yeet me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it kind of like gave you a little boost.
Yeah, it attempted to yeet me.
Maybe getting mini yeets
Maybe.
or false yeets.
Yes, it's false positive yeetage. I don't like it. I want a full on yeet.
The full package.
That's right. I need a full on yeet. People love that too. They absolutely adore the yeets. They're always fun. Yep. It was one of those things too. Like I always thought that it was funny as hell. Like when I got yeeted, I never thought that it was like like annoying or anything like that. Like it was, but I always thought that it was funny. I always thought that it was kind of humorous. So like I would never be mad when I got yeeted.
Now, what was that one? Was it Valhalla where it did like this really weird like glitch and it just like somebody was like stuck.
In the water, like underwater.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Valhalla. That happened to me. That happened to Scatha. That happened to Slick. Smart Glitch Gaming. He's another one that happened to. And he used to like figure out how to. That's how he found like those crazy purple boxes that like you would go in and there'd be like these purple boxes. You touched them and it gave you like free gear. Like he would always find stuff like that, and I thought that was pretty wild. Yeah, I gotta see what he's up to. I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. I gotta see what he's up to. I gotta see if he's playing Shadows and what he thinks of it. But he was good. He did all kinds of stuff. What's happening, Firefly? What are you up to? Yeah, I gotta see what he's doing. I should do like a multi-stream. We should have like everybody like join in. You know what I'm
That
saying?
would be cool.
I think that would be sweet. I did that like once, like way back, and we had like a bunch of people on and stuff like that. I also did a thing where I had I had people like actually like call in. Like I left the comms open and you could just join in, and people would like join in, and then they would get scared and they would like leave. Day off making custom action figures. What kind of action figures do you do?
Warhammer.
Maybe. And do you do it just for fun, or like do you try to sell them?
What?
What?
Oh no, sorry, reading the text.
Oh. No, I was saying like some people like do that. So he said he makes his own action figures, or he's making custom action figures. So I think it would be cool, like depending on like what he does, like G.I. Joe, Valaverse, Monster Force. Oh, just for fun and a hobby. That's kind of cool. That is pretty cool. So like you'll make the G.I. Joe Street Fighter crossovers or Mortal Kombat, but make them look better, I guarantee it. That was so lazy when they did that. They just took like old G.I. Joe figures and put on like different heads. It was goofy. He said yes, crossovers. See, that's cool. There you go. Make a Dark Strider G.I. Joe crossover. That'd be cool. I've had fans like do that. They send me like pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I should open my PO box again. I used to get like a lot of crazy things. Some of the stuff got like a little too crazy. I was just like, okay, this is not okay. What are you doing? Pretty wild stuff.
Just another minute.
Oh, got another one of those guys. Got another mastery point, and I'm gonna blow up this jar. And the jar yeeted me. I didn't find a yeet.
The jar yeets.
Yeah, the jar yeets.
What's wrong with me?
Ah, sweet. I'll look you up, man.
Alright, it's mine.
Yeah, the jars threw me wherever. Oh my god, this person was gonna go ring the bell and like totally forgot that they were gonna run. They try to like walk carefully. I actually like these bells, these alarm bells. I actually knocked one down, and it actually killed and crushed one of the guys that I was supposed to kill. Like it took him out. It was the funniest thing. I could not stop laughing.
It's a new definition to rock the bells.
For real, it literally did. I thought that was just the funniest thing. I had no idea that that was even possible. Oh yeah, you asked that earlier, and we were just discussing that actually. We do have transmog. You have to, I believe, get the blacksmith into your territory, and once you get him, you could transmog anything. So, I want to say, not Frank, I think it was either Geralt or Neon Matt. They came in and they did transmog on weapons, I think. And for some reason, the code thought that you actually were able to carry 3 different weapons, which I thought was cool. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Not gonna lie, I have a good time with like transmog sometimes, depending on the gear. It is pretty sweet. And there's like a lot of different gear to mess around with here, so you can make all your looks look different. And some of it is pretty wild. Like we were messing with it the other day, sometime last week when I was live streaming, and we had we transmogged like some of the white gear to have like red hoods and stuff. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. We got to do some for Yasuke as well. I got a really, I think I almost have every gear piece in this game. And then I'm going to be putting out, damn, that dude bled a lot. I'm going to be putting out a lot of build videos.
Yeah, you really haven't mentioned about doing builds so far with this.
Yep. I know I've got to. I know that there's like plenty to choose from. There's plenty of engravings. What is a horse doing up here?
Well, he's a little lost.
Yo, what is going on? They had the dog and now the horse.
Well, is it wait, this isn't the ground floor?
No.
It's at the top floor.
Yeah.
Oh, you needed to put the horse.
Yeah, how do they... But look, what is he doing there? How did he even get up here?
I don't... Well, ask him.
I'm not going to ask the horse. Never look a gift horse in the mouth or something like that. It might apply here. Maybe. I know one thing that like a lot of people like really miss is the eagle. Because you no longer have the eagle, now you just have the eagle vision. They miss tagging the enemies and seeing where they're at. Maybe the horse had a Red Bull.
It gets right. Give you wings. Oh,
Yep.
we get copyright.
Nope.
Okay.
That might be what the horse did. Which they have a crossover with Assassin's Creed Shadows. You get a Red Bull and you get a
really?
yeah, you get a Red Bull, you get a code. You put the code in and it gives you like like tokens or something that your character carries. Which is pretty wild. That's what Assassin's Creed Origins did with Monster Energy. I got all kinds of gear from that. they kind of abuse that because that becomes like a legendary gear when you're trying to do like tomorrow's Taco Tuesday trifecta. Might find some legendary gear that's actually outdated kind of gear. Take that guy out. Take this guy out. Oh, can we take him out? Yeah, man, that horse had a Red Bull. Speaking of Red Bull, in freaking Minecraft I was playing the other day, and there's actual Red Bulls. They have new animations for animals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. Who's sending me what? No idea. Uh-oh. What's happening? PJ okay?
Oh no, no, this is new.
Oh.
If I'm seen, I'll have to fight
Oh,
my
is
way out.
Maddie okay?
Well, apparently, and I don't recall this conversation. Supposedly, I'm taking Mace Windu when she's in labor and she's giving birth. I did not have that conversation with Marcus. I remember him asking me if I wanted to be in the room, and I said, "Yeah, sure." That was it. That was the end of like whatever those plans are. So
And
now
you got
she's-
promoted.
Well, I'm like, I go on vacation the week of June 15th. How, she can go into labor from point A to point, you know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to Paige tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't
good.
know.
You could do early live streams with me then.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to, with all the calamity that is going on,
Mm-hmm.
how am I supposed to be like, oh, okay, you know, whatever.
It's madness.
I can't, this is pissing me off.
It's madness. Absolute madness. It's pure cinema. Can we have a day that's not pure cinema?
Not in this family. I wish there was, trust me, because I'm tired of refilling the popcorn. I'm not huge on the popcorn. You know, another poll you should do. What snacks do you have when you're
Oh,
playing the games or going to see the movies? I am like a Gerber person, Goobers, or Sour Patch Kids or Twizzlers, twist and pull. But I don't really like popcorn too much.
okay. What's happening, Robert? How you doing? Do you have Assassin's Creed Shadows? How do you like it if you do?
Clap your hands.
Or not like it? Clap your hands 3 times if you want to see me play. Alright, Tone.
Am I supposed to clap this?
No. Let's just say. Oh, man. Yeah, these hideouts, there are so many of these hideouts. And the crazy thing is that, like, I don't know, like, a lot of people, like, this game was not as long as Valhalla. I don't think it was that it wasn't as long as Valhalla. Yeah, he said he's loving it. Yeah. You're in good company. A lot of people are. A lot of people are loving it. But yeah, Valhalla was... People are saying... what's happening, Brian? A lot of people were saying that... you know, this game was not as long as Valhalla, which it's not. But I feel like Valhalla was a little too bloated. Where you had, you know, like a lot of just empty space and extra things to do and like craziness going on. So I kind of feel like they got it right with this one.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I play.
Yeah, I don't think any AC game will be as big as Valhalla either. Or
They
bloated.
really hyped that up.
What, Valhalla?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hyped Valhalla up. A lot of people, well, you know, people were excited. It was, you know, it was a long wait from Odyssey to Valhalla. And then the crazy thing was that, you know, like once you got there,
You were like, oh.
yeah, it was just a lot of,
Please take it back. We'll wait longer.
no, it was a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs.
How long was it in between those two games?
It was like 2, maybe 3 years. It felt like it was 3 years.
And they, like, rushed it? in that time frame.
No, it wasn't that they rushed it. They rushed to get it out.
That's what I'm saying.
And I feel like, well, no, because it was in development for that time.
Oh.
But I feel like it had so many bugs, and instead of working on the bugs, they just dropped it out there. You know? Yep. I put out a video about the update. It's going to be a small patch. Not a lot of crazy stuff going on, but enough to fix certain minor things in the game, like minor tweaks. So it's not bad. It feels like there's been a patch each week, and each week it hasn't really been too bad of a patch, honestly. It hasn't been anything like really wild or outrageous. But yeah, you know why they brought it out quicker than they should have? Was because of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, they wanted to beat that.
They wanted to beat that to the
Both
market.
were equally awful.
Yeah, well, like now they finally worked out all the bugs for, Cyberpunk. Now, yeah, I didn't have as many bugs as a lot of people had in Cyberpunk, but I always tell people that just like I tell people with Valhalla, I don't even know what killed these guys. I don't know if I killed them, if the shelf killed them, my fart killed them. I don't know what
It
killed
was
them.
the shelf they got from IKEA.
It might have been. That's messed up. That's what you get. Yeah, they wanted to like beat Cyberpunk to the market, and Cyberpunk unfortunately was a mess. They could have just waited. I don't think they wanted to beat anything to the market with this game, so they waited. I mean, Monster Hunter did come out around the same time, but there's two different games. It's apples and oranges there. Two completely different games. And people enjoy them. It would be cool if they had something like that. I know a lot of people are still hoping to see Xiao Yun in a DLC. A lot of people think that we're going to see Cassandra in a DLC because she's immortal. And then a lot of people are, and she's in Jade. There's a lot of hopes for like the game. I want the DLCs to be good. I want to see a lot of DLCs. I gotta agree, Brian. I haven't run into any like massive problems or anything either. I haven't even run into a yeet. My feelings are hurt. I need to be yeeted. I need to be yeeted at least once. And I'll be happy.
You might not.
I might not. They did pretty good coding this. But I want to be yeeted. I need to be yeeted. I will not feel alive until I am yeeted across my damn screen. Until I am yeeted across Japan, I will not feel that this is an official Assassin's Creed game. It's not Assassin's Creed if I don't get yeeted. I need an Assassin's yeet. And then I'll feel whole. And then I'll give my seal of approval. I'll be like, good job, Ubisoft. I got yeeted.
Pat on the head.
That's right. Pat on the head, rub the belly. I'm telling you. All if I get yeeted.
You purposely try to get you, or you just like let it magically happen?
No, it just happens. It's like a collision error, like in the programming. Like when, out of nowhere, you'll like just step on the right stone, the right blade of grass, something.
Just per chance.
Yeah, and the two objects will not collide properly, and that's what causes the yeet. I mean, somebody said you could force a yeet, like, with like certain doors and stuff, but I haven't been able to do it. So we'll see what happens. But I really do need a yeet. I need to be yeeted. I need to feel the power of the yeet. Because that's always fun.
It's always hilarious.
It is. You haven't lived until you've seen your character just go flying across the screen.
For no reason.
Exactly. Just because you stepped on the right spot. The other thing that was kind of crazy was the boats. The boats like get stuck
Didn't
in
you
like
have that? You had that one where it was like, oh my god,
it was stuck underground.
something, and it was like half in the water. You saw in the water, but it also you couldn't move it. You couldn't go past it. It was you were
Yeah.
like, what the? Like,
Yeah,
alright.
that happened to Amber as well. Amber was on a boat
Shout out Amber.
and she got yeeted. And she got yeeted off the boat through the air and she landed in the water. And I was so mad. I was like, how do you survive a yeet?
She did it though.
She did. She survived the yeet. She landed in the water. I was blown away. I said, there is no shot. I don't know how you did that.
All skill.
Maybe. It could have been. It could have been skill. It could have been luck. It could have been that she just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
That's always a part of that.
Yeah, I get yeeted. I go flying. I go sailing across the thing.
It's a permanent eat.
Yeah.
That's Kratos.
Not like that one dude, though. I forget his name. He used to send me videos all the time, and he got yeeted. And when he got yeeted, it threw him through time and space.
Portal dimension?
Yeah, like he was, it looked like he was skiing in the air. He was just flying through the universe. It was really wild. And he didn't die. He didn't, like at no point did he just like drop. He just kept flying. It was the craziest looking thing. He was flying for like 3 minutes straight.
Like a compilation.
Yeah. He was just flying. I couldn't believe it. He sent me the video. He had to break it up into like 2 parts. That was insane. I do wonder if they're gonna do any of those mysteries like the Odin runes or something over here. That's how I feel. They definitely should.
That was like another sub-mystery.
Yup. That had a bunch of us searching for like days, man. Weeks, months.
Another side mission in and of itself.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
It took
That
us
kind
for
of shit was cool.
yeah, it took us forever. We were trying to get in there, we were trying to get around it, through it, out of it.
What this man?
Yeah.
You even got me on it. I'm like, hey, what about this? That looks like something.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good time. Like they need to do stuff like that. We need to find mysteries like that.
That would be, I think, is cool.
Yeah, I like playing with them both myself, Brian. Sometimes I like Yasuke just for like, getting in close and in your face. When I'm doing these things though, I use Noe because of course she's got, like the eagle vision and stuff, which is a little more helpful. But then, like there's certain doors that you can't move. And then I need the Yasuke again. Like in this spot. Yeah, I really did enjoy that. That was a really cool thing. And then they actually unlocked it. There were some people that thought that we were crazy for even doing that. They thought it was just going to be a big waste of time. They're like, it's going to be nothing. And then it turned out to be something.
Exactly. That was cool.
That was hella cool.
I agree.
We need something like that again. I want to see stuff like that. I want to see like little puzzles like that.
I think that's pretty cool. They should. Like, once you... Like, would you prefer it to happen as you play and you're going through the game, or like after you've won and now you're going through and getting certain trophies, and then, poof, here's this magic mystery.
Oh, I don't mind either way, as long as, you know, like you actually get, like, you know, something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, somebody somewhere will find something crazy and will just be like, what the hell? And I think it'll be cool, but, you know, it all depends on what they do and how they do it. I think that, like, if they really put their mind to it, though, it's absolute genius the way that they work it out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they just do things because they give the fans fan service, because we do crazy things, we see crazy things, and then we're like, oh, what does this mean? And it might not have meant anything, and they decided just to put it in the game because they were like, yeah. These guys are on to something.
Now, the seasons don't change.
Yeah, the seasons change.
Oh, okay.
In fact, this season changed, and now all the guards are back.
Well, they
This
have
place is
PTO.
on alert.
Yeah. Well, no, they were on, you know, murdered.
Oh.
But now they're back. I gotta re-murder them.
From the dead. So
Yes.
zombie soldiers.
No, they got new soldiers. That's what the game wants you to
Ooh,
do. Yeah,
Kebab. That'd be great if his name was Bob.
that would be great. This man blocked all of that unnecessarily. Get out of here, bro. Come on, Yasuke. You gotta get in there. Gotta get back in there. Gotta open up that one gate. Take these guys out.
Oh, you switched up. I didn't pay attention.
Okay. Switch to Yasuke.
Whoa!
Yep. Just taking body parts. Writing their names. Saying that's all you get. Slash that dude. Hassan chopped him. I love when these guys look, they're like, is there something over there? And then they get chopped to pieces.
Look, it's a bird.
What is that humming sound? Oh my god. It's a big black man with a sword.
I'm seriously dreaming right now.
They might be. What in the
What
hell?
outfit do you have him wearing? Who are you wearing? This is the carpet.
Oh, let's see. I am wearing the Casa of the legendary Ronin.
Okay. House of Ronin.
That's right.
Fall collection.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, spring, because this looks spring summer, so sorry, spring summer.
Might be. He's just running around chilling.
It just looks like a whole bunch of feathers.
It's his boa.
Well, is it supposed to be feathers, or is it supposed to be like burrs or
It's supposed to
something?
be like straw.
Oh. It's a Timu version of feathers.
That's right. I don't know if he got actual.
Can he freaking see?
Yeah, you can see. He got holes in that thing. You don't see it?
I would bother
I
him.
know I saw something here.
You ain't never been a samurai.
No, I have not.
Yeah, he's got.
Choose that hat, though. That's like a beach samurai.
Yeah, man. You going to the beach. Yeah, see,
You kill
look,
people on the beach.
he could see through those little eye holy things. See, oh, see.
Okay. It's kind of like that dude in,
Ghost
Fat Albert.
Ghost of Shoo Shoo Shoo.
No, Fat Albert, with that dude that just had his eyeballs through his beam.
Oh yeah. Kind of like that.
Yeah, but at least he could see.
Yeah, this guy can see.
Okay.
I got no problem seeing. Chopping all these people up. So far, no. I don't see any evidence that the Epic gear is better than Legendary, honestly. It's got the same engravements and everything. Although I want to mess with that DPS that I keep seeing. That DPS looks interesting. That looks like it might be build worthy. Builds are coming though. I've just been collecting a bunch of gear.
Well, hurry up. They need their fashion tips.
For real. I'm gonna hook them up. I'm gonna hook everybody up. Everybody gonna know what's going on. Gonna be like, what's up?
You're gonna fly doing it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I really am having a good time with this game. Yo, it looks like it wants to yeet me. I keep getting this yeet-worthy...
I'm gonna take your phone call from my pain in the ass child.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Yep. I'm gonna be running around. I gotta get back in there to get that damn thing. Here we go. Chop them up, chop them up. I have a couple of trophies that I want to get, but a lot of them that were like really hard I got by accident. Like I got the adventurer one where you shoot the arrow, you shoot the enemy in the knee with the arrow. That one was pretty funny. I got that one by accident. Got the one with the, I forget what it was, where like you just put your sword down after you have them bleeding out. And that one I did by accident as well. I don't feel like the trophies are that hard to get in this game. Oh. These guys are coming out of nowhere. There we go. Alright, I gotta see how to get in here. I think here's how you get in here. I'm over here like confused. Alright, Firefly, thanks for stopping by, man. This drives me crazy, not having either as Yasuke, but it makes sense. It's just kind of hard. It's kind of hard, like going through and knowing where you're at. The easiest thing to do is to use the observe, which that's new. That's actually pretty cool and useful. That whole observe thing. That dude died. There we go. Get in here. Get them to smuggle. I am anonymous. What are you talking about? We are anonymous. What is going on? There we go. Smuggle. I got a lot of stuff from like my hideout as well. A lot of useful things. A lot of useful things. There we go. That guy goes down. Now let's see. Around here. There we go. We'll get up here. And no, I feel like I went the wrong way. There we go. Okay. I think I gotta go the other way. Yep. I think it's around here.
What?
Oh, it's getting dark too. I hate the dark. I feel like it turns from day to night real quick here. And I really, really want to see them give us the night and day back. We need that. Dusk till dawn.
Huh? I will take you.
This is helpful when you gotta like change this around and stuff. I love how Yasuke like just chills too. He's not confident walking on the walls here. There we go. And we'll move again. Let's climb this wall. Let's see what's going on. Man, I feel like I keep getting close to Yeats, but not Yeeting. There we go. Very close to Yeats. Very, very. There we go. So another fortress cleared out. And I don't know if I have the entire set of this thing that I was looking at. Ship captain's gear. I might. I think I did have the ship captain's helmet. Yeah, a lot of people missed that stuff. That was it, and the funny thing is that it's you miss it afterward, after you got it, after you don't have it no more. There we go, ship captain's mask. That looks silly. That looks absolutely silly. Let me see. Got no gear. I gotta improve the swords and stuff. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna end it here. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, and definitely for the Taco Tuesday trifecta. So I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.